review for, give me 1 second guys, I'll tell you right now. I have a few reviews to do today. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, so Shazam, Fury of the Gods, right? This is Zachary Levi's second movie as Shazam, the lead character. All right, let's get into it and just get into the info like we usually do. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, so Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Okay, we have. It's a 6 out of 6, 6.6 out of a 10 for IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes give it a 52% score, and Matriotic gives it 47%. Okay, so we start with the powers of the gods. Billy Batson and his fellow foster kids are still learning how to juggle teenage life with their adult superhero alter egos. When a vengeful trio of ancient gods arrives on Earth in search of the magic stolen from them long ago, Shazam and his allies get thrust into a battle for their superpowers, their lives, and their fate of the world. Okay, that's the premise of the second part of the movie. Okay, now it was released on March 17, 2023, and I believe I saw it on March 19th. Okay, it's like 2 days later. I was right in the theater. All right, I took my son. We had a good time. Treated him to some Applebee's. You know, little kids like that stuff. All right, it was directed by David F. Sandberg. I believe he directed the first one as well. Distributed by Warner Brothers. Okay, and the characters based off DC. All right, so let's get more into it a little bit, and then I'm gonna describe my thoughts and the scenes and what I like. Okay, so let me see. Basically, the film was directed by Sandberg, produced by Peter Safran, co-DCEO owner, right? Co-DCEO president, CEO, I believe. All right, and it was written by Henry Gayden and Chris Morgan. All right, actors are Zachary Levi, Asher Angel, Jack Dylan Grazer, Rachel Zegler, Adam Brody, Ross Butler, Megan Good, Lucy Liu, Dijon Hansu, and Helen Mirren. In the film, Billy Batson / Shazam and his foster siblings fight the Daughters of Atlas. Okay. All right, so my thoughts. Oh, it has a runtime of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay. The budget was 110 to 125, but the box office was 68 mil. I don't think it was good. All right, but it was a good movie. All right, don't get me wrong. So it's a sequel to Shazam. Began development shortly after that film's release of April 2019, with Gayden returning as a writer and Morgan joining soon after to revise Gayden's screenplay. Sandberg and Levi, Shazam, were also set to return by that December. The title and the rest of the returning cast were confirmed in August 2020, with Zegler, Mirren, Liu cast as the Daughters of Atlas in early 2021. Filming began that May in Atlanta, Georgia, and concluded in August. Okay, so this movie, you know, I watched it, right? And I'm gonna give you my input now, all right? That's enough of the details and the basics and the constructs, right? I was watching this movie and with my son, I enjoyed it, okay? I did not want to go to the bathroom, okay? That's how good it was for me. Now, normally, you know, I just say the movie's good, but you know, hey, if you gotta take a break, you gotta take a break. But I sat through this movie theater. I did not want to go to the movie theater. I only left one point, and it was like a couple seconds. That's to take my son to the bathroom because he had the urge or whatever. But I was pissed off. You know, I didn't want to miss the movie, but you know what? It's okay. Because when it comes out, I can rewatch the whole thing again because that's how good the movie is. I enjoyed the movie. The movie's great. Zachary Levi as Shazam, on point. I'm actually upset. I think the DCU new universe, they should keep some of the aspects of the DCEU. Like, they should keep the Shazam. I mean, he's good, man, you know? Like, it's bad enough you got rid of the Superman and everybody else. Okay, all right, you're gonna start fresh, but at least keep Shazam. And Wonder Woman was great too. I mean, they had some key components of the DCU that I like. Well, if they were to just maybe work with what they had and just build up that, and maybe have people that take over their roles, that would be good. Cause they had something there. They just had put good stories to it, you know. This is my honest truth, man. I loved the movie. I loved it. It was entertaining. It had me entertained from the beginning, the middle, and the end. And when movies are like that, you tend to want to, you know, keep that going. All right. So that being said, I give this movie 2 thumbs up. Okay, this is a certain parts that I like. Spoilers if you didn't see the movie. Wonder Woman, at the end when he defeats the dragon and one of the evil sisters, she gives him, he dies, okay, but he's brought back because in order to bring him back, you need to restore that wand, the tree of wand or whatever that they got from the wand or whatever. They need to reignite that. So she basically used some of her powers that she, you know, because she's a god herself, and only a god can restore it. So being that she was one of the gods, you know, because I guess she was related to Zeus and Ares and all that stuff. Whatever the case is, okay, Wonder Woman brought him back, and she said, use your powers of Zeus wisely, okay? That was a badass moment, okay? One of the daughters of Atlas actually turned on their sisters because they would be, you know, they didn't agree with what the sisters were doing. You know, one of them was really hungry for power, and that's the Chinese one, Lucy Liu, the one that played one of the daughters of Atlas. She was wicked. She took over and she bogarted her way. She even killed the older sister that was closer to, you know, like, I guess the father. But she betrayed her, and took over. But then the older one ended up teaming up with Shazam at the end, and that's how they worked together to bring the lady down. And this movie was so good. I mean, the in and out, you know, the back and forth. I mean, I appreciated it, you know. And Shazam and his team were amazing. He gave him the daughters of Atlas were able to strip the powers of, you know, of the other, you know, of his team. But at the end he was able to restore that. All right. So that being said, that was that's the parts that I liked. That's the end, right? Now another part I liked in the beginning when the bridge was breaking down in the beginning. I guess like the wires were breaking and stuff, and you know, they tried their best to keep that bridge going, you know. But they saved a lot of people in the process too. So, you know, it's a give and take. Shazam, great movie. His team, great movie. You know, they really did, you know, an amazing job. You know, I will, you know, will watch it again when it comes out on, I guess HBO Max or whatever. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Okay, and you know, I don't want to give too much away because I already gave enough. So at this point, I'm gonna give you my information like I always do, right? So my email is joeybiggs2284@gmail.com. That's joeybiggs2284@gmail.com. All right, shoot me an email, or you can just simply, if you want to request things, you can shoot me an email, or you can just leave it in the comments below. Also subscribe, like, and share. I really appreciate that. Okay, moving forward, do I recommend this movie? Yes, I highly do. And it was, from beginning to end, it was action, entertainment. There was a scene there where Billy Batson was, revealed himself to his mother, and, you know, his foster mother. And, you know, he was scared that, he would be given up or whatever. But she didn't want to give him up. You know, she loved him like her own. And that was real touching. And also, you know, it motivated him to save everybody, you know. It was an amazing movie, man. You know, it was like a roller coaster, but it was very entertaining. I enjoyed the movie, and, you know, it's a great flick. Take your kids, you know, go check it out, you know what I mean? Check out the movie, and, you know, I suggest this movie to anybody. Anybody that wants to see a good movie, good flick, man, go watch it, you know? Go watch it. I think the next movie that I'm going to be discussing next, possibly, is probably Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I did see that before this one. But, you know, I'm going to knock out all these movie reviews that I got coming up. So, stay tuned. Voice your opinions. I appreciate it. And tell me what's on your mind. Reach out to me. I want to work with you guys and give you the best possible content I can. If you guys got recommendations, feel free to let me know. I'm right here. I don't mind hearing ideas. And the more ideas, like the more likes and shares and all that stuff and comments I have on a particular movie, that's the one I'm gonna gravitate to and do next. I can throw that in there as well. But in the meantime, I'm still gonna stick to my routine. Old movies, new movies, current movies, whatever, And so at this point, it was a pleasure, like always. And take care.